Come.
For the next tier list, the tier list that I am the most terrified to do, TFT champion tier list. Now, as we all know, the League community is very kind. They are very open to people who are bad at the game giving their opinions. So, I figured I would give my opinion as a very, very, very impressive Plat 1 player, as we all know. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Also, the rankings are not going to be based off of just comps, right? Because then you're just going to see fucking, you know, Black Rose and Heimer or some shit in the S. Like, that's it. So, like, I'm not going to do that. But comps do matter too. It's kind of just everything. And also my personal opinion. So, yeah. Yeah. That doesn't mean you have to play all the S people. It's not going to work out. Promise. For instance, this is my example. For Lux, they're all in ABC order and cost. So it's like, oh, these are 1 cost and 2 costs. With the exception of Lux, that's because this is going to be my example one. I'm putting Lux in fucking D. I hate this. I hate this broad. I hate her so much. I despise her. The reason why she's not an F is because she's a little better than one other 1 cost. Now the Lone Hero comp with the Lone Hero augment makes her very fucking good. However, in every other capacity, she's dog shit. Even like if you're running Sorcerer, like most people would rather have 2 emblems than have her. And I mean, like, if you're gonna even have an item carrier for Sorcerer, you just put him on Zyra. I mean, like, I don't like Lux. I hate this lady. I hate her so much for the passion. Yeah, she's not that good. Amumu! A for Amumu. I love Amumu. Amumu's really good. He gets free extra damage with his ult, so he doesn't have mana charge, which isn't bad. He kind of just exists. He's on a lot of good comps. And he's just a really good tank. He's just really good frontline. He's a free good frontliner. He's in like every fucking comp too. Like, it's insane how good he is. So A tier for Amumu, not S though, because I'm gonna try and reserve only like maybe 1 to 2 per cost at most in S, and that's at most. So A tier for Amumu, he's pretty good. Darius, B tier. Darius is good. He's fine. He's a really great, you know, opener. That's about it. I mean, like, he obviously has fall off later, and like, I would never make him a carry, so he's kind of just exists to be there. He kind of just, if you need the Watcher buff, that's why you have him. Like, if you're going like Cogsary, that's the only reason why you have him. But besides that, like, he's fine. He's not like extremely good though. Draven will also be A tier, only because, especially late game, even when you give him like full items, his like ability to support the team kind of just falls off a cliff. Especially if you're going like the family comp, which is where you really only see him. Like, that's the only real comp you'll see him in, is family Conqueror or family with Draven. Or family pit. Sorry, not Draven. What? And so Draven isn't that good outside of that comp, but he's really fucking good in that comp. But his damage drop off is like instant. When you get past, you know, once everyone's level 8, 9 plus, he's kind of shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, he just is not good. Even if you look at like Conqueror builds, which not many people go, you don't even keep Draven in a Conqueror build. If you get the emblem, you take him out. So I don't like him, but I know he's good, so I have to kind of put him in A at least. But he's not gonna be your main carry. He's definitely just extra damage. Aurelia! I'm very mixed feelings on this. B. Yeah, B because she's a Sentinel. If she was anything else, I'd put her lower. But because she has Sentinel on it and Rebel, so like you can have 2 Sentinel in the Rebel comp, she's pretty good. She's also super contested, but that's because a lot of people go like heavy Sentinel, and so it really is good. But it's mainly for categories. It's you don't use her for like, because she's a good character. I mean, she's fine. I mean, if you get the Aurelia Augment, she's super fun to play, and she's good, but that's the only time. So, outside of that, she's kind of just there. She just exists. She's mid. She's a good tank, though. Really strong tank, just kind of just sits there like a brick wall, and that's it. Maddie! I hate this lady. But she's also B. Maddie's fine. Maddie's fine. I mean, she exists. She can, I don't know, man. Like, she's fine. She's a good Caitlyn item carrier, so I don't want to put her too low. And I mean, like, she also has synergy with Caitlyn, so that way, like, if you do get the Enforcer emblem and go 8 Enforcer, she can do pretty well. But outside of that, like, she's not great. I don't know. I don't like her. Every time I go Maddie, I just get cooked. I feel like I give her perfect items, and yet she does fucking all. So, I just don't care for her. She's fine, though. Again, B tier. B is going to be kind of like they're good. They're good characters to have, but or champions to have, but you don't really need them. You don't really need her. Morgana, it's kind of dog shit as well. She's fine against the Hero Lux comp because it's damage over time, but that's about it. I mean, like, she's good in Visionary, of course, but I mean, even Black Rose, you don't need her for Black Rose. It's good to have her. I mean, if you want 5 Black Rose, you want her, but like, you don't need her to have Black Rose. A lot of people drop her immediately, unless they're going like Visionary with Heimer. But if you're in Silco, then Cass is obviously the move, and I think I prefer Silco. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't know. I just don't like her. I think she's fine. I think she's good, but like, she's not great. She can be better. She can be a better person. She only fits specific comps. Powder, I've seen a lot of meme stuff with her, with like frontline pit fighter where she just like immediately explodes and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't. She's fine, I guess. I mean, like, she's annoying to face. Sometimes you'll like face her and she'll kill like your entire backline. You'll scream, but late game, it just hits your front line and they just kind of stand there and just take it. It doesn't do anything, you know? It just kind of exists. Singed is good. Singed is pretty good. When I first started playing this set, I fucking hated him, but he's not really supposed to be a tank. I mean, he is a tank, but like, he's supposed to be a supporter. He just throws that little fucking vial thing to help your backline, whoever your main damage dealer is. So, I mean, he's more of a support tank more than like a tank. So, I mean, even then, though, if you do Visionary, he becomes beefy. He tanks like 20k, 30k damage. It's kind of crazy. He's good. He's fine. He's a fine comp. He's a fine guy. He's a fine little guy. You know, he's a homie. He's a real one. Steb, I don't like Steb. I don't like Steb. Sorry, I don't like Steb. I don't like Steb. He's not the worst bruiser. We're gonna get to that in a minute, but I just am not a huge Steb fan. I don't think there's a single comp that uses him as the main tank. Fuck Trundle. Fuck this guy. Yes, I know trolling's funny. The augment. I know it's funny, but fuck Trundle. No, fuck this guy. I hate him. Dog shit. Dog shit ass character. Fucking remove him from the game and I'd be happy. I don't care. I don't want him in my 1-cost shop. I fucking hate this guy so much. Fuck Trundle. Fuck Trundle. I hate this guy. Vex, I want to put an F, but I won't. Vex vexes me. Okay, so since I'm in plat, I just kind of go rebel if I have to, because I don't know what else I'm doing. I have gotten a lot of bad memories with Vex, and her just ulting someone at 2 health, and then I lose to a 1-cost 1-star because she's just dog shit, even at 2-star with full items. I don't know. I just fucking hate her. I hate her so much. But I know she's good. She's good, especially in Visionary, but like, I just don't like her. She pisses me off. So I bet like realistically she could probably go like A, but I'm not putting her A. I fucking hate Vex. Vex vexes me. Okay, fuck that lady. Violet's S. If you expected anything, I know she was nerfed. I don't care. S. If you expected anything less, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there isn't a character in 1-costs, or there's someone too, but there's not one character in 1-cost that can actually be a carry late game. I fucking Violet's S. I'm not even gonna argue with you on this. Fuck you. Zyra's B. Zyra's pretty good too, actually. I like Zyra. Zyra's pretty good. I think she's like kind of slept on a little bit, But, I mean, like, early game, her stun is insane. Her stun is insane. Like, she's the item holder that I use normally if I'm going, like, sorcerer. I just throw items on her, and there you go. So, yeah, I like Zyra. All right, 2-cost time. Akali. Yeah, I'll put her. Is she A? Yeah, I guess she's A. I mean, she fits the Rebel comp, obviously, but then also Quick Strikers is such a fucking busted comp right now. Just in general, she's so good. And she can even be like a secondary carry if you want to go like just focus on getting 3 stars for both her and Nocturne. So, I think A is a good spot for her. I think she's good. She's very strong. She's a very strong right now. Camille as well is pretty strong. I think they nerfed her a little bit, but she is still pretty strong. I don't go ambushers too often, but she's a pretty strong. Camille's pretty strong. If you don't like go Mbessa for your 8th and an Enforcer, you could just give Mbessa items to her instead, and she'll do well. She's strong. She's pretty fucking strong. Leona, she's fine. She's fine. She's better than Lux. Sentinel buff kind of carries her a little bit. Academy, I mean, obviously Academy is very hit or miss depending on what items you're getting. But she's good. She's good. She's a solid Sentinel. If she wasn't a Sentinel, I don't know if Academy would function. I don't know. I don't like her. I don't really like her outside of Academy. I mean, like, if I'm going Academy, I'm taking Ezreal, Heimer, Jace. I'm not going fucking Leona unless I need Sentinel. So, no. She's not someone I pick unless I really am going for 6 Sentinel. If I'm going for 4 Sentinel, she's not even like in my fucking on my radar. Nocturne, yeah, S. Nocturne's S. Nocturne's S. Okay. Man's is crazy. I know. It's also kind of like it's just you need you need artifacts. I know you need artifacts. I know you need artifacts. I know you do. He's still fucking insane. Okay. With Quick Strikers being as busted as it is, yeah, I don't care. Nocturne's good. And Automata being as good as it is, like, he is a great fucking champion. Rel's pretty good. Rel's pretty good because she has so much. So she has 3, right? She has Visionary, she has Conqueror, and she has Sentinel. So she just meshes really well with a lot of comps. And she can easily make you have, she fits into a good tank role. And then also the anti-armor her ult brings is pretty nice. So in general, Rel is just good. Rel is just a really strong tank. For a 2-cost especially, I think she's great. Renata. Kind of the same thing as Morgana, but like, I like her more. Not like what she does, but just like, she fits into very specific comps. But she's very strong in those specific comps, unlike Morgana. She's like the main carry in Visionary. And then... Hey, Shocks. She's the main carry in Visionary, so she's insane. But it's the only comp she fits in, really. I guess ain't Chem Baron, technically. Technically Chem Baron as well. Yes, but like, I'm not even gonna like include Chem Baron comp in this fucking conversation because that shit's just stupid. Okay? It's just stupid. It's just fucking lose until you have 500 and then win. Like, no, we're not. Chem Baron is not included in this discussion. Otherwise, every Chem Baron would just be S tier. So, no. Set is like really fucking bad. Set is really fucking bad. The only thing he has of benefit is the stun that he has with his ult. Everything else about him is shit. I fucking hate this guy. I have 3-starred him so many times and I feel like he's done nothing. Like, nothing. He just doesn't exist. I don't like Set. No. Not good. Tristana, though? Pretty fucking strong. Pretty fucking strong. Why is Mbessa up here? There. Yeah. Tristana's strong. I mean, she's not the main carry in Emissary, but she still does a lot of fucking damage. There's some comps you can run with her where, like, she just wipes the floor if you get a good start. So, Tristana, we like. She good. She good. Vander? No. Does Vander deserve to be S? No. He's a good tank, though. Vander's a good tank overall. Like, he's good. Like, I just don't think he's S tier worthy. But he's really good. Obviously, with the family comp, he's good, but he also fits in every Watcher comp, so, like, just works out. Urgot. I hated Urgot at the beginning of this set. I think he's getting better and better every time I use him. So he's going to be B for now. I would probably move him up to A at some point. He's pretty good, but, like, I don't use him enough to give, like, more than B for now. But he's good. He has some pretty specific situations that makes him pretty much unbeatable. Vladimir has 3 Black Rose, Sorcerer, and Watcher. So makes him, like, kind of a necessity for Black Rose, especially when LeBlanc is there. So automatically he has to be, like, B or A. I wouldn't be opposed to putting him in S, but the thing is, he's not, like, a great tank. Like, you're not, unless you choose the Vlad augment, you're not making him your main tank. Like, you're not putting items on him late game. You know, like, you're gonna have Garen in, probably, for Emissary. So why would you just put items on Garen, and Garen would be unkillable. Like, you're not gonna fucking put him in and give him items unless you have extra ones. I mean, but even then, you'd have Elise, right? So it's just, it's not, I don't know. He's good. He's really good. He fits a lot of comps. I was gonna say games, but he fits a lot of comps, but, like, he's just not, he's not S-worthy. Zeri may be S-worthy. Sure. Zeri's good. Zeri's good. All you have to do is slap attack speed on her. Maybe give her, like, a death blade. And she just goes to work. Firelight is also a really insane connection, so just in general, you wanna, like, Zeri's just good. Zeri's just really fucking good. I don't think there's anything bad about Zeri. I just think overall she's a fantastic champion, and I mean, she one of the best comps in the game that's been consistently good, which is Sniper Firelight, so you just go Sniper with Watcher, especially if you get a Watcher emblem somehow. You just fucking throw an Echo over one of the Watchers, you get 4 Firelight, or 3 Firelight, and you win. You just win out. It's fantastic. I love Zeri. Zeri's awesome. Ziggs is gonna go B. Ziggs is good. Ziggs in the right positioning can be great. His ult also is super funny. Especially if you give him, like, a fucking gold collector, or just give him, like, the finisher anomaly. Granted, if you're gonna give him that anomaly, make sure he has, like, you know, Mana Zane or something. But it's kind of funny to see him just, like, throw, like, 6 bombs, and they just execute the entire back line. It's funny. It's funny. I like it. I like Ziggs. I think Ziggs is good. Next, we have our 3 costs. Blitzcrank. Where do I put Blitzcrank in this? He's like, I'll put him in B. B for Blitzcrank. No. He's a great tank, and he's the main tank for Automata. But when it comes to Dominator, there's one that, like, stands above, like, far and above, like, to the point where I'd probably rather have a 1-star of this 4 cost over the, like, a 3-star of this Blitz, low-key. In some circumstances, so, like, just in general, I like Blitzcrank, but, not necessary. Like, he's really, really good if you're going 6 Automata. Outside of that, you know, But there are some setups you can do where he's kind of just like almost unkillable. But that's like most good tanks, so I don't want to put him above B. Cass! Eopia. I mean, it's kind of a similar situation to Morgana, no? I'll put her in B as well, though. It's kind of a similar situation to Morgana in the sense that, like, just depending on what comp you're running with Black Rose. But she's good. She can do some good damage, especially as an item carrier for Silco. Especially once you get Silco. So she works out. It's just, you know. There are some better ones. There's I don't like Black Rose. I know it's really good. I just don't have fun playing Black Rose. So I like her, but definitely not above B tier for me. Ezreal, A tier. I love Ezreal. Ezreal, like, I think Ezreal is slept on so fucking much. So fucking much. Like, I'm sorry. I think he is. I think he's slept on for a 3 cost. I think Ezreal is very slept on for a 3 cost. I think he's a fantastic item carrier for, like, a Jinx if you're going Rebel, and I think he's just good. I think he's good. I think people just sleep on him too much. I think he genuinely can do very, very well if you actually itemize him. I think a lot of people just sleep on him because there's just, like, you know, Jinx. Like, why have Ezreal in when you can have Jinx in? You know? That's the only reason. I think he's just overshadowed. Gangplank. Yeah, Gangplank is pretty fucking good, too. Gangplank has a lot of versatility. I mean, he's Pit Fighter, he's Scrap, and he's Form Swapper. He's probably one of the best backline Form Swappers. So, like, he's a good backline carry. His frontline kind of shit, but that's fine. His backline's where you want him anyways. So, I like him. I think he's pretty good overall. Kog'Maw! Yeah, Kog'Maw has to go S tier. If I'm putting Zeri S, I kind of have to put Kog'Maw S. Kog'Maw is insane. Kog'Maw has, like, he's not only, like, one of the better one of the best 3 costs right now, but he's also one of the funniest. You just put a Gambler's Blade on him, and you print money. Like, why have the 3 Tactician pieces when you could just have Kog'Maw with Gambler's Blade and, like, Winsus and just sit there? No, but he's super strong. He's super strong right now. Him with Zeri and then watch your frontline. You're kind of just, it's free. It's your top 4. Your top 4 like every time with that. I don't see you not getting top 4 without that. I don't see you going beneath top 4 with that. You just aren't. It's just way too good. Loris feels odd. I know he's a good tank sometimes, but like sometimes he just feels really fucking annoying and not good. And that's obviously like only half true, but when I play like Enforcer, 8 Enforcer, he's obviously really strong, but outside of that, I just feel like he's super weak. Especially when, like, you know, someone down here exists. Unless you're going Enforcer, why would you choose him when someone down here exists? You know? If you're just going, like, Sentinel and you need another Sentinel, you're not going to choose Loris. You're probably gonna go like Rumble, Lowy, Aurelia, and then either Leona or Loris. It's just dependent on, or Singed even. It's just dependent on what the comp is. But I don't like Loris as much as I should. I feel like I should. I'm sure if I played Enforcer enough, I'd like him, but I just don't like him right now. Nami! Nami's strong. Nami's fun. Pretty much all the emissaries by themselves are really strong, or all together they're really strong. Obviously, when you have more than one in, obviously they mess up the thing, but Nami's good. Nami's good. Nami is good. Nunu. Yeah. Put him in B. Nunu's pretty good. Nunu Willow is also pretty good. He's a pretty good tank. Obviously there's another experiment that's a better tank, so we're gonna leave him in B, but he is pretty fucking good as a tank for just experiment, and also for Dominator to a certain extent. If you combo him with Dominator, it can go well. Rennie's A. Rennie's good. Rennie's really good. Rennie's a really good fucking frontliner. Like, I have never had a bad experience with it. I've never had a bad experience with Rennie. He's just insane. Or she is just insane. And I mean, like, she's an attack tank too, so she does a ton of damage. Her stun is great, and she heals during her stun. Like, it's just really good all around. Obviously, like, when there's like a bunch of people all at once, she doesn't do as well, but that's like 80% of tanks in this fucking game. So she's good. Rennie is really, 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 really good. Scar is fucking annoying. I hate Scar. I fucking hate Scar. The stun is so fucking frustrating. Fuck Scar. I hate Scar. I'm sorry. Scar is really annoying to deal with right now. I know the stun isn't, like, it's still, like, it's not, like, unbeatable, but it's just super frustrating to face, especially with Firelight combined with it. It's just like, oh my god, just stop. Just stop it. Smeech. I mean, Smeech is fine, but, like, for Chem Baron, he's not. Like, I feel like every other Chem Baron fills their role well. I feel like Smeech just is like, Like, I'm gonna give Savika your item, Smeech. Why would I not do that? I know it's a 5-3 cost, but, like, it's just in general. Like, if I get a illegal item that's, like, you know, perfected, I'm not gonna put it on a 3-star Smeech. I'd put it on, like, a Savika. No? Like, just saying. I don't think Smeech is that great. I mean, obviously ambushes are fine, just like Camille's all the way up here, but I just don't like Smeech. I think there's other people in Chem Baron to fill their job. Swain's nope, not F. What the fuck? Swain is good. Swain is good. His tankiness falls off late game, but his backline is pretty consistent. If you can, you know, set it up, he can be a pretty good backliner for you. But usually, since if you're going sorcerer with him, he's your frontliner. His frontline does die off, sadly. It does get to a point. I mean, there's probably ways to do it, but I've never had good luck with him being my frontliner. Twisted's alright. I like Twisted. Twisted's fun. Twisted's a fun champion. I mean, the nice thing about Enforcer is your backline carry is Caitlyn. And then your frontline is tank, right? So you don't have to worry about, like, AP. You can kind of just give him your excess magic stuff. Like, you just make Caitlyn spear, and then any extra items you have, you kind of just throw on him, you know? And you can also hit him. He's not really contested too often unless you're talking about, like, unless they're going Quick Striker, but even then, like, most people going Quick Striker aren't going for a 3-star Twisted. So you can like probably get a 3-star Twisted in an Enforcer build or a Quick Striker build, and you can just throw your extra AP on him, give him like an Archangels or some shit because why not, you know? And he'll do you a 3, 4, or 5k for no reason, you know? So he's not bad. He also heals too, which is nice. So he's a good backliner, good support. Mbessa. A for Mbessa. Mbessa's good. I mean, she has moments where, like, she goes in the shitter as, like, horrid. But overall, she's usually pretty consistent, like, doing well damage-wise. Especially, obviously, like, when you get her, like, Suspicious Trenchcoat, that's when we get in the realm of, like, her being insanely good. But she is consistent. She is consistently a pretty good, Quick Striker. I mean, if you're not going Nocturne or Kali carry, you go Mbessa. Like, you're not going to ever go a Twisted Quick Striker carry, so if it's not these two, it's her. So, but I do think it falls off. Corki. Corki's also really strong. I hate Scrap, so that's the only reason why I'm not putting him in S. I don't do Scrap too much, so I bet if I started doing Scrap more, I'd kick ass with him, but he is really fucking strong. Every time I face him, he is annoying as shit. Dr. Mundo S. Not even gonna fucking argue with you. Just don't even try to, like, debate me on this S. He is ridiculous. This man is a menace to society right now. He is insanely good. Especially if you fucking get Chem Baron cash out with him. You basically can't lose. Like, I don't think you can lose with a Chem Baron cash out and Dr. Mundo as your tank. if you get the tank perfected item, like what is it called? Stabilized tank or some shit. I can't remember what it is, but regardless, insane, insanely good. Echo. We're starting to get into the realm of like all the really good characters, so I'm not too sure, but Echo is strong. I like Echo a lot as well. Especially because his synergy with Jinx is pretty good, like in the Ambusher build. He's really good if you are going Rebel. You can just throw him in at like 9. At 9, you just throw Rumble Echo in, you get the Sentinel, and then you have another Sentinel, and then you have Ambusher. Like, he is really good. And there's obviously like the augments like him and Heimer and stuff like that, but he is a really, really, really strong forecast. I like him a lot. Elise, again, really strong. Great tank, jumps behind him and stuns. Stun lasts fucking forever. It's super goddamn annoying. Like, just a insanely good bruiser. Garen, same fucking thing. Notice how all the emissaries are an A because they're all really fucking good. Garen is also super fucking strong. Really good tank frontline. All you need is a decent backline, and if you have a good Garen, you're pretty much guaranteed to win most of your fights. Heimer! I might actually put Heimer in B. I don't want to. I think he's A. But he may trickle on down to B here. We'll see. I think Heimer's great, though. He still is really good. Great backline carry. Illaoi S. This fucking... She's my queen. She is so fucking good. She is so fucking good. Holy shit. This is like, I'm plat, so obviously good tanks are awesome for me, but like Illaoi's just so fucking good. Oh my god, I think there are like... The only reason why I went from like bronze to plat in like 2 weeks or a week, not even playing every day, but like just playing like a couple games, is just because of Illaoi. That's just, she is so good. Obviously, I bet in higher rank she's not as good, but like right now, she like, if you're in a lower rank, if you have a 2-star Illaoi, you don't lose fights. Like, you just win. It's just a fucking free ticket to a win. It's ridiculous. Silco, yeah, A. Good, very good. Honestly, maybe even close to S, high key, but yeah, fuck it, S. Silco S. Silco's fantastic. All around, great backline carry. Twitch. Fuck it. All the S's. I like Twitch better than Quirky, but I'm sure people like Quirky over Twitch, since they feel kind of like the same role. Obviously, it's depending on the comp, but Twitch is really good. Twitch, especially if you get fucking Dragon Soul as the anomaly, where he just constantly switches targets with his ult, so he constantly shoots true damage. It's awesome. It's fucking fantastic. Vi. I've gotten a 3-star Vi and fucking lost, okay? Do you know how hard it is to get a 3-star forecast in fucking gold plat and to lose? How shit do you have to fucking be? Maybe they buffed her since then. I think it's been like a couple weeks. So maybe they buffed her since then. I don't fucking know. But she pisses me I got a 3-star fucking Vi and I lost. Like, instantly. She had full items, everything, and I fucking lost. Like, it was like instantaneous. I don't know if like God just like struck her down or some shit, or maybe like Caitlyn like called her over to like have a chat and she fucking left the board. I don't know what happened, but she just fucking died. I fucking hate this forecast. I don't know. Like, I hate her. I hate her. Worst character. Fucking despise her. And then Zoe. I love Zoe. I only love Zoe because it's really funny when I face my friends and they get pissed at me because I go Rebel and I just win. And I know Rebel's not that good. I know that. I know Rebel's not the best comp in the game, like by far. But it's just really funny to see like Zoe with finisher shoot a single ball and it just like kills the entire backline after 3 ults. And they're just mad, and I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. I love Zoe. I think Zoe's awesome. She's not S, though. Sorry, that's rude. She's A. Honestly, I'd be okay to move her to B, low-key. I've seen she's started to fall off a little bit. When I'm getting close to Emerald, and she's starting to get a little worse and a little worse over time. But she's still good. I like her. All right, we're on to the 5 cost now. Yay! Caitlyn. Caitlyn's good. Caitlyn's better than fucking Vi. But yeah, Caitlyn is strong. Caitlyn's super fucking strong. Especially if you get that front line cooking. Oh. Oh. It's annoying. But it's also really good. Like, it's insanely good. She just sits there and shooting the entire backline, just killing everybody in their backline. They're like, what the fuck's happening? It's just insane. She is really, really good. Jace is good. I don't ever use him, to be honest with you. Maybe that's just me, but I never use Jace. I don't know. I don't have comps that use him. I don't go form swapper too often. Like, I don't need more than 2 usually, and I don't really, I mean, Academy, yeah, but the one time I went Academy, I fucking sold him by accident. Not here nor there, but I accidentally sold a 2-star of him and I lost because of it, but I don't use him too often besides that. So, he's good. Jinx, normally you'd probably think I'd put her in S. Because I play Rebel so much. I don't think she's the best 5 cost in the game. I don't. I think she's great. I think her ult, obviously, like the good ult, obviously takes a really long time to fucking charge up, so it gets a little annoying. But she's good. She's really, really good. But, I mean, like, you don't get her soon enough unless you're getting high, like, unless you get lucky or you level up fast enough to hit an anomaly on her. So it's like, she's not usually my main carry. She's kind of just a backup carry. Like, I just use her rockets. They do enough damage so Zoe can, like, pick them off. So she's really strong, though. Like, she is insanely strong. She's just not my favorite. She's not my #1. There is one person on here who's even better, who I love. There's probably 2 that'll be an S, though. But there's one that I really, really like. LeBlanc. LeBlanc's good as well. Like, LeBlanc's kind of in the same position as... Yeah, LeBlanc is in the same position as Jace. I don't hate her. But again, just don't use her enough. I don't go Black Rose. Maybe that's what I'll do today. Maybe I'll just go, like, Black Rose or some shit today just to see how good it is. But LeBlanc is just, like, I don't use her enough. So I don't get to see her in action, and usually when I face LeBlanc and Jace players, I usually melt them. So Malls was really good at the beginning of the set. I think he's still strong, but I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's S worthy. I think he's really strong still, but I don't think he's S. We're gonna come up in the S in a second, which is right now. Ward and Rumble. We're gonna put both of them in S. Mord is super fucking strong. And Rumble feels like one of the most versatile fucking Sentinels in the game. If you're going Sentinel, you have Rumble on your team. And Sentinel is used quite frequently. Like, if you go Enforcer and you have the emblem, Rumble, why not? Or Mbessa, but I mean, hell no, you go to 9, you throw in Rumble, 2 Sentinel with Rumble. Like, you will almost always have Rumble on your team just because of the Sentinel. And then obviously if you have a scrap, well, that's great. You get a bonus fucking, you get your second scrap person in. Why not? Use that fucking half component item that you never fucking use because you don't get another component after fucking chicken round, and now you're just sitting here without a fucking component in your hand jerking off. I don't know, like, it's just cool. No, Rumble's good. Rumble is a fantastic tank. And then Mord is just great. Mord just feels nice to play. Maybe he's not I don't know. I just love him. I love Mord. Like, Mord is like someone that if I don't even have space on my board, or like, if I just have an extra spot and I don't know what to put in, I would just chuck Mord in. Why not? Give him like a Quicksilver and just any attack speed items, and he's raring to go. He's going in. He's smacking the ground. Lastly, Civica. Civica can be good. Civica's A. Civica's really strong too, though. The primary issue with Civica is obviously like no items doesn't help, but she can die really fucking quick. Like she can get picked off so fast if you don't like hide her in the backline for a second, and then she obviously doesn't get her ult off, and then it's like okay, then she's useless. But if you hide her enough, maybe give her an item, she'll do well. Civica's probably like the most common Thieves Glove person I give, because it's like with Thieves Gloves, you know she'll hit something, like she'll be able to ult, and if she's able to ult, then like you know you can do well. So I think A tier fits pretty fucking well for Civica. And that'll do it for the Set 13 TFT Champions tier list.